A very good evening and a very good day to everyone. My name is Nanda Kumar, son of Morgan. My metri number is 1814029 and 69. Okay, today my presentation topic is my business model and financial for mobile phone. This is the second presentation for subject PDT 346 Product Management for Designers, which is conducted by Madam Noor Shahada. I would like to tell thank you to my lecturer, Madam Noor Shahada, because she helped me a lot to do this presentation and also to do this slide. Okay, my today topic is my business model and financial for mobile phone. This is the presentation I would like to do based on mobile phone. Not only one specific mobile phone, but it is for all mobile phone. Okay, now I would like to go to the first side of the presentation. Okay, what is business model? The definition of the business model is management master Drucker once said that the competition between enterprises today is not the competition between the product, but the competition of business model. And Timmers in the year to 1998 said that business models refers to the basic logic of corporate value creation, that is how firms provide products and services for customers in a given value chain and value network and make money. Okay, now I would like to explain about elements on business model. Okay, first one is target audience. Defining who you serve with your product or service offering is the first core element of your business model. It is highly likely that you have multiple and seemingly overlapping targets, but grouping these targets into three clusters and ranking them in terms of their importance to your business model, business focus in an important first step. Okay, this one is the most important element because we need to know what customer want from us. As a producer or as a seller, we need to know what is the target of the audience, what the customer need from us. We need to fulfill what their need, and then only we can get the good benefit in our business model. Okay, the next one is market offering. Mapping your product and service offering against your target audience and define the need of your current offering is striving to address us brings discipline to what you offer. As organization grow, they can expand their product or service offering for a variety of reasons. Okay, market offering also is the one of the important element also because after we get uh, the feedback from our audience, we need to offer the market, we need to do something in our market, then only the customer will find us because they know what we want to sell and what is the mobile phone that we want to sell, what is the good of the mobile phone that we want to sell. This thing all, as a seller or as a producer, we need to take note and we need to do a well, because then only we can get the good feedback from the customer. Okay, the essence, the third one is the essence. The concept of essence in business strategy comes directly from marketing strategy or brand development strategy. I define essence very simply: what you are best at, what you are best at, and what is most important to you. Okay, this one, as a producer, we need to understand well, and we need to do well, because the from the essence and from the element of essence, we need to understand we are what is our strategy and we are best in what, and then only we can give the best to the customer, because customer can ask us to do whatever also, but as a good manufacturer, as a good producer, we need to understand and we need to do well in what we are best, and also what is the most important to do for now. Okay, the last element on the business model is unique strategic position. Defining your ideal unique strategic position is the core element of your business model that you need to address early on and continually test against. We all want to be unique. Organization have an imperative to distinguish themselves, a competitive imperative. Out of executing a powerful marketing and communication plan is the way to ensure that the market holds you in the exact space you desire. Okay, this one also is very important because we need to understand the strategic position to in our business model, because when we understand the strategic position, we can be unique and the organization has the comparative imperative. Also, we get the powerful marketing to make sure our business is become higher level, and we have to communicate with the customer as well as we can, because then only we can take our business into the next level. Okay, now I would like to explain about business model analysis. There are four business model analysis. Okay, the first one is resource brand, key resource targeting. The best brand of mobile phone should be advocating the high configuration with low prices. For hardware, the component suppliers are almost the first three mobile phone industry giant, such as the LG screen, Sharp LG screen, and Sharp IPS screen. In the year of 1999, Yuan for the positioning of mobile phone range, a clever blue ocean positioning interval for prices, and the use of simple design to maintain a balance between beauty and cost for appearances. Okay, this is the important business model analysis, because customers are always looking for the best price or low price from us. So, as a good producer or as a good seller, we need to reduce our mobile phone price with a good price, or as per the customer request, because when we reduce the price, for sure the customer like, and for sure they will looking for our product. And also we need to do something good design in the mobile phone, or good design in the casing, or such as anything in the mobile phone that can attract the customer to buy the product from us. Okay, the second one is customer value proposition. Mobile phone hopes to provide product with high configuration and low prices for enthusiasts. It is mainly positions mobile phone who differ from mobile phone freshman users. Okay, this one normally we need to looking for the mobile phone user who are already used a lot of mobile phones, such as Oppo, Vivo, or Samsung, or whatever. Okay, we as a good seller, we need to understand what is the customer request from us. Customer value proposition means the customer, we need to understand what the customer need from us, or what the customer is looking from us. So when we give them the low prices or differ mobile phone, such as the Vivo or Redmi or Realme or whatever, they will looking for the best price, or they will looking the what is the difference between Samsung and Oppo phone. So from here also we can understand the customer value proposition. Okay. Now, I would like to explain about what is customer problem solution. Design team and production outsourcing. Hardware design is responsible by the internet hardware design team, and production and assembly uses the business outsourcing. Design and production separately occupy the relative high-end industrial chain, location, and low-end position. The high-end design links to ensure the quality and core technology security, but also makes the team can quickly respond to the need of user. This also caters the product positioning of high configuration. Okay, normally every customer has their own problem, like prices, or like whatever they need, they have the problem. So as a good producer or as a seller, we need to understand their problem, and we need to give the best solution to them. Like normally we see the customer request for the best high memory or best durable battery, so we need to fulfill what their need, and also we need to give them the best design of the mobile phone. Then only the customer are attracted and they are interested to buy our product. This also we need to understand, and we need to take note on what the customer need from us. Okay, the last business model analysis is profit model. The real success of the business model must own or profit averse point. Today's profitability, especially in the internet business, is can be called as settlement of innovation. For example, a search engine company, but its main profit is advertising instead. It is done by doing a good job of search the quantity of mobile users to have access to a large number of users to become an excellent platform for advertising. It is cost It is used cost-effective mobile phone to enter the market to win the customer attention so that it can be obtain more profit from the peripheral products. Okay, this is the one of the best and important business model analysis because as a seller we need to get the profit. So when we advertising something about the new mobile or about the goodness of the using mobile, the customer will find for us because they interest to buy from us. So as a seller, as a producer, we need to give them a valuable information about our product, about our mobile phone, so that it is attract to the customer to buy from us. This is the very important because when we do something newly, the customer will attract from us, and we need to explain it to them as well as we can. Okay. Now, I would like to explain about what is financial model. Okay, the definition of financial model is financial modeling is the task of building an abstract representation a model of a real world financial situation. This is a mathematical model designed to represent the performance of a financial asset or portfolio of a business project or any other investment. Okay, the second one is typically then financial modeling is understood to mean an exercise in either asset pricing or corporate finance of a quantitative nature. It is about translating a set of hypotheses about the behavior of markets or agents into numerical prediction. At the same time, financial modeling is the general term that means different things to different users. The reference usually relates either to accounting and corporate finance application or to quantitative financial application. Okay, as a seller, financial model is very important to us because when we can manage the financial modeling as well as we can, for sure we can take the business to the next level. Financial is very important because by the financial only we can get the good profit, or we can get the good quality of the product from the producer or from the top agent level. So this is the important part because financial is very important and we need to do well to get the good salary or good benefit to us. Okay, now I would like to explain about elements of financial model. First one is layout and design. The layout of a financial model exerts an impact on the user's ability to comprehend and use it correctly. The model should be designed in a way that they are clear and logical section to make it easy for users to find sections that are useful when predicting future performance. Okay, this one is very important because we need to understand. Okay, we need to understand and we need to design a good mobile phone to give the to let the customer to buy from us, because financial also we need to design well because we need to design the profit, we need to design the income for to us, so then only we can arrange it well to let the customer to buy from us. When we get a good profit, then we can increase our marketing plan to the next level, and the customer also be looking our progress and be for sure they need the product from us. Okay, the second one is user interface and transparency. A financial model is a tool that user interact with on a regular basis, and it should come with a simple interface that is easy to use and understand. A model is created to be used by multiple users, most of whom are not involved in creating the tool. The tool also is very important in financial model because we need to understand and we need to arrange well the tool. The tool of the mobile phone we will look next in the next slide. So we need to arrange it well as we can. Okay, the third one is consistency. Ensuring consistency is a financial model can help reduce the complexity of system and improve user experience. There should be consistency in the component that perform similar tasks, specifically in relation to formula selection, calculation, and input or output section. Okay, consistency means we need to get our profit or get our benefit consistency. Because when we get it consistency, for sure we get the higher profit and we can get the good feedback or get the good salary to us to make our business to the to take our business to the next level. Okay, the last one is clarity. Clarity. Financial model relays financial information to different users. They should be clear. They should be clarity in how information is communicated to prevent confusion and disagreement among its users. The model should be used clear and consistent formatting by employing appropriate number formats to separate different type of data from each other. Okay, as I mentioned before this, we need to give the customer a valuable information. Valuable information mean information about our product, information about our design. We need to give the customer as well as we can, because when we give it to them, they will understand and we make sure they understand what we are telling to them. Then only we can get the good benefit or good feedback from the customer, and we can increase our market value and we can increase our financial model or business model to the next level. Okay, now I would like to explain about the financial model analysis. The first point is key assumption. Okay, it is assumed that the owner's private resource will be sufficient to the finance and any monthly cash flow shortage. However, it will be advisable to establish a bank relationship as soon as possible. For example, the sales of the mobile phone could very well increase at a much sharper than assumed in this conservative projection. Sharper sales will result in a greater need for funds in support of inventory receivables. Okay, this is the important financial model analysis, because as a seller we need to have an assumption on what we selling or on what we doing, because when we have assumption we can know what the customer will be do from will be want from us, because after we settle their needs, the needs of customer, for sure they will find us, and from that we can understand and we can assume on what the customer will be give the good to us after they buy the product from us, and they will give the feedback to us. From the feedback or from the assumption, we can know the what the result will be. The best result or bad result is will be on the customer feedback. But everything we do, we need to have the assumption to assume on what the customer will give to us. This is the important financial model analysis. Okay, the second one is start the income statement. With the key assumption in place, you can calculate the top of the income statement, mobile phone sales with revenue, gross profit, and also operating expenses. You will have to calculate the interest and taxes of mobile phone selling. Make it is completely filled up. Okay, this is the important financial model analysis, because we need to start the income statement. After we sell the mobile phone to the customer, we need to have the price of the mobile phone list, price list of the mobile phone. From there, we can calculate our income of a month. We can calculate our income in a month, because the customer will already buy the product from us. We need to have the profit or we need to have the income statement. From the statement, we can get the salary or the profit into our company, because we sell the mobile phone to the customer, which is they already buy from us. We need to calculate it one by one, because we need to get the profit to our company. Okay, the third financial model analysis is start the balance sheet. With the top of the income statement in place, you can start to fill in the balance sheet. Begin by calculating accounts receivable and inventory, which are both function of revenue as well as inventory day assumption. Okay, balance sheet mean it is referred to the balance sheet which is the customer didn't buy didn't buy the product from us, the remaining product. So we can know how many product we need to get from the producer, or how is the how much the product we need to sell to the customer. Let's say the customer are requesting the high durable battery. So for the first time, we need to take at least 50 mobile phone from the company, because let's say the customer is buy 40 only from us, so the 10 mobile phone are the balance. So we need to separate it from the 40 mobile phone that we sell. We need to calculate the profit that we get. And the 10 is that is didn't give a big loss to us, because we already sell 40 mobile phone to the customer. So we need to understand, and we need to separate the income statement and balance sheet of our selling product to make sure we get the good profit. Okay. The next is build the supporting schedule. Create a schedule for capital assets like property, plant, equipment, which is PP&E, as well as the debt and interest for mobile phone. The PP&E schedule will pull from the historical period and add capital expenditure and subtract depreciation. The debt schedule will also pull from the historical period and add increases in debt and subtract repayment. Interest will be based on the average debt balance. Okay, this is the supporting schedule we need to do, because when we do have the supporting schedule, we can calculate our interest of we selling the product. So we will get the average interest on how much we get the profit. So this one we need to calculate as well as we can, because after we sell the product to the customer, we will get the interest. So from here also we can build a good financial model also. Okay. Now I want to explain about build the cash flow statement. Start to build the cash flow statement with the reconciliation method for our mobile phone selling. Start with net income, add back depreciation, and adjust the changes in non-cash working capital, which result in cash from operation. Cash used in investing is a function of capital expenditure in the PP&E schedule, and cash from financial is a function of the assumption that were laid out about raising debt and equity. Okay, cash flow statement is one of the important financial model analysis, because we need to get the feedback from customer, and start our income statement and go to the balance sheet. From here we can get the good cash flow, because cash is money which is the customer pay to us because they buy our product. So as a good seller, we need to separate it one by one, because when we get the profit from the customer, we can understand clearly the cash flow, how much we sell and how much we get the profit, and how much we give to the company to buy the product. So from here we can understand well, and we can start with the net income, add back depreciation, and also we can adjust the profit that we get. So this is the best financial model that we need to do in our selling. Okay. Now, I would like to explain about build charts and graph. Clear communication of result is something that really separates great from merely good financial analysis. The most effective way to show the result of financial model is through charts and graph, which we cover in detail in our advanced Excel course, as well as many of the individual financial modeling courses. Most executives don't have the time or patience to look at the inner working of the model. So charts are much more effective. Okay, chart and graph mean we can know and we can understand how much of the selling of the product that we sell. When we have the graph, we can see how it is increased from down to up of our mobile selling. Mobile phone selling chart, because when we have graph we can understand where from where we start, from where we give the from where we have to give the good information to the customer, and we can see the progress as well as we can to become a good selling of the product. So when we have this all, the customer will looking for us because our selling our product is giving a good quality, and also our product is giving the best quality to buy the product. So this one we need to understand and we need to arrange well, because chart and from here we can know the profit and we can understand what the income to us from by selling the product. When we have the graph, we can sure understand and we can know how the selling of the product is increased, and how the benefit and how the profit that we get from 1 month to 1 month. Let's say in January we selling only 50 mobile phone. In February we sell 100 mobile phone. In March we sell 150 mobile phone. So this is the best result that we get from, because from January to March we get the increase, we get the increment and we increase our selling of the product. Okay. Now I would like to explain, test everything and make sure in the correct position. When the next model is done, your work is not over. Next, it is time to start the stress testing extreme scenarios to see if the model behave as expected. It is also important to use the auditing tools covered in our financial modeling fundamental cost to make sure it is accurate and the Excel formulas are all working properly. Okay, when we have to sell the product to the customer, for sure, and we have to test everything as well as we can, because when we test something we can understand what is the good and bad in the mobile phone. Because when we test, okay, for example, I want to tell here, we go to the shop to buy mobile phone. Sometimes we see there is what some problem in mobile phone, which is the phone is didn't working properly, or which is the batteries didn't have the good quality. So this one all we need to test well as we can, because before it is reached to the customer, as a seller or as a producer, we need to test and we need to get everything well as we can. Because when we have the good product, good quality of the product, the customer will looking for us, because we selling all is in the good condition and we selling all in the excellent condition. When we do it, for sure the customer will looking for us, because when we did the progress and we did the process as well as we can. This is the best financial model analysis, because the customer will looking for to us because we selling the good and excellent product. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you very much for listening and thanks a lot.